If you fly private, I have a question for you. And the reason why I have this question is because I often see people try to save up points to afford like these first class trips, to afford like better accommodations and all that. And yes, I can say I definitely have started taking advantage of this method. But for you guys that make this your norm, like it is your norm, like you always fly private, you always fly first class, business class, the best of the best. You make sure that that is the only way you fly. You will not take anything less, or very rarely you will, depending on, of course, where you're going and all that that entails like long distance traveling or last minute traveling. When you are pre-setting up your travel itinerary, or when you have somebody else do that for you, do you make sure your accommodations are just as well thought out? Meaning, like, do you pay more for that than the flight? Do you actually kind of just like, oh, I don't really care where I stay, I want a really nice flight? Or is it more like, you know what, I'm gonna rent a whole house, I'm gonna stay like a month, or I'm gonna get the best in the highest class hotel in the area, and I'm going to be totally catered to? What is your mindset around this? What are your requirements for you traveling? And I'm really curious because I'm looking at purchasing international property, and I would like to cater to more people like me. But for me, my tastes are very diverse. Right now, I'm staying in this cozy little area in the south side of Paris, which is very like homey. It's very walkable. It's a lot more calmer than the bustling side of the north end of Paris, where all the bigger museums are. Even though I'm right next to the Eiffel Tower, literally a 5-minute walk. The other side, the north side of Paris, is where a lot other bigger tourist attractions are. But I am looking to get other people's input on this as well. Like, do you do different treat different places differently depending on your length of stay? Or is it like, I'm only going to stay in the best of the best? Like, if I cannot stay in the best of the best, I won't even bother. Or, is it like, sometimes I stay in cute little, like, apartments, sometimes I stay in, like, a tent if I have to, or an RV, because I have an RV too, or what is your take on that? And I would love for you to stitch this, to duel this, to comment, and this gives me a better understanding on like what are other people's thoughts if they are flying first class, if they are flying business, which is my primary way of wanting to fly all the time. Now I don't quite all the time because I pay for other people's tickets as well, and so I don't always fly business class, even though I definitely would prefer it. But right now, I do pay for my my kids as well. I'm a single parent, so moving forward as they get older and I get more experience in traveling and all that stuff and more established internationally, I would like to, not only better my life, but also give you guys opportunities to do more international traveling. So again, would you be willing to basically stay in an apartment or like an Airbnb, and you kind of cater yourself, but you'll have a little bit more privacy? Or would you like to more stay in that first class luxury, everything done for you hotel, which is basically where I just came from and where I'm going next, right? So I just came from a really up-class place in London, stayed there a week, came here for a week, and now I'm going back to London to a different place. And going to be staying there a couple days, and again, so it's going to be fully catered and everything's going to be taken care of, the whole everything, treated like a princess. But yet when I come to a place like an Airbnb, I got to do everything, and I'm kind of, like I said, in mixed mind here because that's just the way I have built my life. Okay, so what is your thoughts on how you travel and what you're aspiring to do in your future travel plans? Thanks.